I am here at the Dugout Gulch Botanical Trail just outside of Beulah, Wyoming. I'm getting ready to get started on this. It should be about 10 miles. It's kind of like a lollipop trail, a bit of a loop. It goes out and then forms a loop. This trail usually has some nice greenery, like wildflowers on it. I don't know if I'm a little early this year, but I was hiking last night while my boys were at soccer practice, and there was a lot of wildflowers starting to bloom on the trails in Sturgis, so I'm hoping I'm timing this one right. So we'll see how that goes, but it's going to be a warm one today. I'm getting a bit of a late start. Had to go to the gym this morning and then had an appointment, so it's about noon. I think it's supposed to be up to 85, pushing 90 today, so got lots of water. I'm not going to say I didn't forget anything, because we know what happens when I say that, but I think I know I have plenty of water, and I do have my battery charger today. I did check my pack a couple times, so yeah, I guess we'll just see what it ends up that I actually forget. I don't know what these things are, but they smell amazing. It smells like spring. So I am just over a mile in right now, and it's real thick down here. Pretty much the whole time I've been able to hear the creek, not necessarily see it a lot of the time, but it's pretty warm right here. A little bit of a breeze, but it's kind of stifling almost down in here. So some of you might be wondering why I would be hiking in the heat of the day, one of the warmest days we've had so far, and start out right at noon. For one thing, I couldn't start any earlier. Like I said, I had to go to the gym and then had an appointment. But the other thing is I didn't want to, I'd have to wait till the boys got out of school and then bring them with me if I wanted to do this later after it cooled down a little bit. And I guess my thought process on that is a 10-mile hike, I would definitely hear whining from the boys. And as you get into evening, all the things that I really don't want to see on this trail would be more active, from snakes and spiders and ticks and mountain lions. And I have heard that mountain lions have been spotted on this trail. So I guess my thought process is do it now and deal with some heat, or do it later and increase my chance of not only the whining from the boys, but seeing all the things I don't want to see on this trail. So I'm dealing with the heat a little bit. So that's my plan. So I'm at about 2.6 miles, and came to this sign that says South Route straight ahead. There is another trail, or what looks like a trail, off that way. So I don't know if this is where the loop starts. I'm trying to remember. I've done this trail before, but it's been a couple years, so there's no sign going that way that I can see. So I'm just gonna stay on this since I know this is the trail. Because I don't want to get lost. But I have a feeling that might be the other way, so we'll probably come out over there, maybe. But like I said, there's no sign, so we'll just wait and see and go the way that I know is the correct way. So this should open up now and get more out in the forest. We kind of went through the section that was thicker there. Not as many wildflowers as I was hoping. I think it's a little early yet, although there were a few. But this is a good trail to bring a friend and make them go first, because there was a lot of spider webs across the trail. Anyone that knows me knows that I am afraid of spiders. So to get through that with all the webs coming across me, I tell myself it's Sasquatch hair. So you can use that if it works for you. That was cool. That was a big one. That was like, I don't know, 4 feet, I think, maybe, a bull snake. It scared me because I almost stepped on it. But I would rather a snake than a spider. Like, I don't know. I think snakes are cool. I know some people are scared of them, but they startle me, like when I almost step on them. I actually had, one of my kids actually did step on a bull snake on the Grace Coolidge trail a few years ago. It was just laying across the trail and he was in front of me and he just stepped right on its back. So that was funny, but anyways, got to see a snake. Hey. Okay, I am walking through a thick area with lots of spider webs or Sasquatch hair. Give me the snakes. I'd much rather have snakes than this. Ugh. Okay, I can do it. I can do it. Just breathe as I fall. So creepy. I really need a friend to break the spider webs for me. Okay, maybe that was it. It's like running the gauntlet. I hate that shit and that stuff. So I'm back at that intersection, and I was right. The trail to the right that wasn't really marked was part of the loop. So at this intersection, which is about 2.5 miles in, you can choose either way, go straight or take the trail to the right, and they're both the loop. Or if you don't want to go the full 10 miles, this would be a good spot to turn around. So it'd make it about 5 miles out and back for you if you don't want to do the full 10. The loop is, I mean, it's kind of boring. There's some flowers, and you can kind of see a nice view through the trees at spots. And of course the snake, although you probably won't see him. But the creek and stuff kind of stops right there. You're no longer following the creek. You're just kind of walking through the woods, which is nice to do sometimes too. But that would be a good spot to turn around if you're looking to do a shorter distance. So I smelled it on the way up, but I just noticed a tuft of fur over here, but I could smell like decomp, so I'm gonna check it out and see what it is that's dead over here. Must be a deer. There was actually 2 spots when I started this trail that I could smell that decomp, so that was one of them. And then, it's pretty strong right here. And then closer to the actual trailhead, there was a pretty strong smell of decomp there too. So, but I didn't see any fur or anything. So I don't know. Someone can tell me if that looks like a mountain lion kill or just a diet of old age kind of a thing. Okay, I'm back in my car, and the total, according to my Strava, was about 9.6 miles. Overall, the first, I would say 2.5 miles is the best part of the trail. That's where it follows the creek along. And actually the last time I did it, it was more like a rainforest. This is still pretty early in the season, so not all the leaves have come in fully yet. So it wasn't quite as thick. There wasn't quite as thick of a canopy as there was the last time I did this. And then after 2.5 miles is where it starts that lollipop loop or whatever. And then you're just basically walking through the forest, and you kind of get up on a little bit of a hill, but it doesn't have like a good overlook or anything like that. You can kind of see some nice views through the trees a little bit at times, but it's a little boring up there. Although that was where I saw like those really pretty orange lilies or whatever that you'll see in the hills sometimes. That's where I saw those the last time I did this trail. So there were some wildflowers today, but not as much as the last time I did this trail. I think it's still a little bit early for that. But overall, it was a good day. Weather wasn't nearly as hot as I was expecting. I think it was like 85 or something. But it didn't feel too bad. There was a nice breeze most of the time, and some cloud cover at times. So overall, it was a pretty good day.